Hello. It's an earlier stream today. Whoa.
Oh, usually you are muted, my bad.
That's okay. Konbawa. Hello everybody. Hello, it's Michi. And today we're just gonna have more chill posing. What's going on here? What's this pose doing? Huh. Another one doing a here. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah? Why?
When you're talking, you're like...
And yeah, I don't know. The malforms are actually maybe let me. Okay, I think this might be better now. Sometimes I'm just not smiling a lot of the time, so I was just like, oh, tired. I'm tired. And FF14 couldn't save me. I was just gonna have a even chiller stream. I didn't want to have a no mic stream because I didn't want to be like a full watch along the FF14 stream because I don't understand Japanese. Nihongo wakarimasen. So I didn't want to do that. So I was just gonna be like, okay, I'm just gonna talk about the FF14 stream, like whatever they show up, I was just gonna say. But for the most part, I'll just be silent. But I think I got the announcement wrong. I was looking at the announcement for a stream today, but it's not their 14-hour stream. I don't know why they decided to split it up. I don't know what's up with that. Like, what the hell? Because normally there would be live letter. Normally live letters fall on Fridays, if I'm not wrong. If I'm not wrong, they do it on Fridays, so I thought it would be a live letter, but no, just them showing the unboxing the Endwalker Collector's Edition and stuff. You know, it was so funny. They were like showing off the figurine, right, and stuff. I don't know if the figurine can remove its hood. It's on there permanently, so you can't even see the face. Well, I guess I mean, for me, my personal taste is that I'm not really a big fan of the figurines that, not really just FF14, but I think Square Enix produces. Not a fan of a lot of them. Even the playart stuff sometimes can look a little weird. I think it's a very specific taste where they literally have the hair molded, and then they don't, or they just they just boop an air spray on it and that's it. And I'm like, oh, that's it. In the meantime, like Nendoroid, like GSC is like they paint that on. It's like there's a lot of layers of paint and stuff, and it's like, yeah, and it's cheaper by a lot.
Like, you know, the pre-order.
Yeah, they might not hear you cause I'm not on the group mic. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I was also gonna say that like, the only playart's Kai figure I have is of Noctis, and that was when we actually both pre-ordered FF15 last time before we were together, so we got two different collector's edition, and it was like, what, 200 USD or something, 500 SGD or something for the entire set. You got art book, which I don't really look at that much nowadays. There's the Noctis figurine, which I think I've never been able to put a sword into his hand because it feels really difficult. And I was like, this thing is going to snap. This plastic is gonna snap. I feel so afraid because I spent so much money on it. Like, the playart's figure can like cost like maybe easily $100 and stuff, and like I think I can buy like a Figma for like $60 and like be more comfortable with that. Like Figma might not look as well. I think PlayArt's like figurines, the plastic they choose is extremely shiny. Like, but they want that shininess to carry the look of the figure. I don't know. Figmas, they might not look too great as well, but they're passable. I think they're really cool. I collected a lot of Figmas last time. I don't have any modern Figmas. The only modern Androids I have are Hololive, Holomyth. I don't have I didn't collect. I think the only stuff I collect now is Nendoroids. I don't collect any other line or figurine series. I think I'm digressing, but like I remember like there's a figure line series that I really like, which was the Aegis figure that I got. It's apparently it's a Chogokin, and Chogokin is actually, they normally do super robots, like mechas, like anime mechas and stuff. Not Gundams, but they might have a Gundam? I'm not sure. But basically what they have is that their joints are metallic and like they snap pretty easily and stuff. So they are really sturdy and they're pretty hefty figures. But they are just like the same Figma size and stuff. But like the Aegis one I have is like really cool. It comes with all the equipment and stuff. I think I wish it was the Persona Fest one version, which that she comes with the vest and a lot more armaments and stuff. Yeah, so that's the figure line that I was like, oh yeah, that's perfect, that's great. I like that. There's an even cheaper figure line called Revoltech, which I think is like a lot more casual action figures, like even for like maybe comparable to like, you know, giving kids that kind of thing. I feel their figurines are fairly small and I feel like they are on the cheaper side, like less cooler PlayArts figures. But like the thing about PlayArts figures is, or like the Square Enix figurines, is that like I feel like the killing part is just the hair and the faces. They don't do them well, considering that FF14 figurines, not FF14 figurines, but Final Fantasy characters are very popular. I think they probably do a good job with everything else, but the faces, they look extremely dirt. I am sorry, I can't. Like, I think the thing about Figmas is that Figmas, they have pasted on the eyes, and that helps in a way. Like, they don't bother painting it in, but like for the, what do you call it, the Final Fantasy figurines, I think they go into painting the eyes and stuff, but I'm not gonna say that they're craftsmen. Like, they're not, at least the figurines that they have, I've never seen like a high quality like figurine on the market board. It's always been like normal quality on the market board. They don't look good, and like they just use the hair mold, which, you know, the end of their hairs don't even end sharp in, like, you know, like, you know how like anime hair and stuff, like even Cloud's hair like would be like sharp, but I think they keep it in like this resin mold, and it's like, I look at Ishtola's hair and it's like curved at the ends of it. I'm like, like, I think you would have to paint you'd have to paint on a PlayArts Kai model to like make it look good. It's not great. But yeah, it's like everything else they do fine. Like, I look at the FF14 like collector's edition and Endwalker figurine, and it's like, yeah, it looks great with the hood on. I don't really want to look under the hood. They did not try to like turn the camera or turn the figurine to face the camera. It was quite funny. I looked at it, I was like, oh, you guys aren't gonna show it? Alright. Cool. Now it just looks like anyone could look at it and just like, oh, is this from Assassin's Creed? Because the hood's not gonna come off. I feel like if the hood's come off, then like, well, if the hood came off, they would probably think like, oh, is this Pirates of the Caribbean? Or something. But yeah, so that was their stream, and now I don't really have anything to bounce off, so I'm ending up talking about figurines. That's as much as I can bounce off from like their stream. If I use what? I don't wanna. I want you to conserve your voice for Ace Attorney. Oh, is it something you want to talk about? Or... oh, okay. I still have to pre-order my collector's edition. No, not collector's edition. Digital deluxe edition. I think I just want up to the mount, and that's enough for me. Yeah, I'm not paying for that whole collector's edition. I just want the mount. And it's kind of crazy, you know, because like the mount, right? And sorry, I'm not drawing that much right now. I just want to talk first. The mount, I'm glad I did not get the Cruise Chaser mount. I looked at the mount like, holy crap. I'm so glad I didn't get the Cruise Chaser mount. I actually like, I stinged and I didn't get the Cruise Chaser mount because like, I'm like, oh wow, I would feel really bad if I got the Cruise Chaser mount. And then there's this one, and I'm like, oh, I could have saved. Oh, I didn't need to make the payment for another Cruise Chaser like mount. And this Arc mount is cooler in my opinion, cause I love FF9 as well, and like that fight was really wild. It was like, you're fighting a ship. I was like, what? Actually, the thing is that I don't remember it ever transforming in FF9, or I'm not really sure, because I think I just killed it as a ship. So I was very perplexed, like why the hell are we fighting a ship? But if it transformed into a mecha, then I think that would make more sense. Like, oh yeah, okay, so we're fighting a robot. That's why it's like that. I was like, why is my party so huge? They're like literally bigger than the ship. It's crazy. Yeah, that was a really... it's kind of like... it was like the same as like FF7's like, oh, Monster House enemy. And like how wacky that is, and I like that. Yeah, so... well, the people who got the Cruise Chaser mount, like, they have two to choose from now. That is great. You get the FF9 one and the FF14 Cruise Chaser mount. Yippee! It's just that now, like, yeah, I get to reap the benefit of like having like, oh yeah, okay, I already have those double mounts. Though regrettably, like, I don't really play with enough friends to really make much of these multi-seater mounts. Double mounts are fine because I can play with mins, but a lot of the times after the expansion is over, we don't really use it that much. Min still uses the Bolsha bike. I have a whole chocobo carriage, and only I've used it. Even Min hasn't sat in it before. I don't think I have. Just like looks at that and it's like, ew, I don't like that. Disgusting. Smells of chocobo. Chocobo carriage. No, you never sat in mine.
Oh, you never used it.
I feel like I've used it before. I showed it before, but like just like...
You never
I never brought it. I feel like I've like showed it and like, hey, and like you just didn't. You just went on your own mount. On like some of the quests that we did or something. And I just stopped using it. So like that was like, after spending that, I was like, I didn't want to buy a damn Cruise Chaser. Maybe. Well, still, that's not gonna get filled out with 4 people. Yeah, so I'll get the cool mount for the pre-order as a pre-order bonus. Yeah. I think this has been the best pre-order bonuses so far. Like for other games I played, not really. I can't really remember off the top of my head like what's a game that had a good pre-order bonus for me. Most of the time it's like, oh, unlocks new armor, new skin or something. But even, especially with Monster Hunter, right? They have like all these pre-order skins. I don't think I've ever really liked any of them. Yeah, even Monster Hunter Rise, you're like, oh yeah, we have this layered armor for your cat and dog, which just literally turns them into a cat and a dog. It's a normal ass cat and a dog. It's just like they're fuzzier and furrier and stuff, and more silky and shit. Which is okay. I'm not dying for that. And the pre-order armor designs hasn't been anything to like really sell me on. Like even like I can't remember what Worlds was. I can't even remember what Rises one was. I feel like it was just some Japanese-esque armor, but like it doesn't look that great, doesn't look that cool, that kind of thing. Yeah. Dude, if like they had Monster Rise armor, but like the armor looked like the FF14 Ninja class, I was like, oh wow, oh yes. But no. We only have Nagakuga for that. I really don't think there was any pre-order bonus that I can really think of that really stuck out to me. Was there any pre-order bonus for Pokemons and stuff?
I mean, Pokemon is up.
Oh yeah, Pokemon does have the art books. Like you have the Scarlet and Violet one.
Wait, I think global, but it's not even true. It's because like we get it because Singapore Pokemon Center has it.
Yeah.
Like everyone gets it, but because we're now part of the privileged gang with a Pokemon Center.
Oh yeah, with Pokemon Center. So yeah, we get those bonuses. I know it's like
I had to pre-order it from Japan. That's why like my copy arrived like 2 weeks later, and then I had to like dodge everybody like playing it first. Like
oh yeah,
and then fucking like get angry. It was like, hey, look at this, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. And he was like, why is she getting angry at me? Piece of shit.
My gosh. Yeah, the FF14 one, it's like they have these Japan bonuses where it's like, oh, if you buy it from Amazon, or if you like in like JP Amazon, or you buy it like sometimes like, oh, you buy this album from CD Japan, you'll get these tapestry, this all these kind of things, which is like, I mean, it's fine cause it's like it's logistics wise, you know, right? Like you buy it there in the shop can manage the logistics for like giving these merch out. If not, like if it's global, then they have to worry about shipping, all that kind of thing, and it will like increase the price and all that. It won't really be a very free product, you know. If it's tapestries, then it's just like, you know, they have a sponsorship with CD Japan or everything, and it's just like, oh, that works and all that. Like same as US with like GameStop and like just GameStop. I mean, I can't really think of any other game shops in the West there, or like there really isn't any. Is GameStop still around? I thought it botched. I thought it crashed after the stocks and shit. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, we don't really have local bonuses for our shops here, but I mean, I think Sunrise is a little neat. You know, with Persona 3, there's like, oh yeah, you can get like a eye gift and the if you buy this version and stuff, like you buy this and like yeah, and you just end up getting Chinese and it's like, oh no thanks. Persona something, I don't know, 3, Sun, I don't know. What was Persona in Chinese even? I mean, I'm just gonna do like what, like the Chinese katakana version of like these games where like they will like say these names like Billy, that they'll just say Billy or something. Huh? Mason?
Yeah, 女神。
Nation? Something something.
Is this Megami Tensei?
Oh, that's what Megami Kanji is it?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's just it's still Megami Tensors. I hate it when I like look at it, like I turn this way, that there's like I look down, that there's like Shimichi's just frowning like yeah like a freaking dog. Anyway, I'm gonna start continuing drawing and stuff. I was thinking of like jumping ship to I was thinking of jumping ship to draw another not draw another, but to stream a solo game, but I think I should actually draw instead. I think I should just practice more on myself first. Exercise, circles, circles, straight lines, straight lines, straight lines, straight lines, straight lines, long straight line, long straight line, long straight line, circles, circle, 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 a shoulder with. I like to do this. I like to practice with like an arm, a really muscular arm. Look at that. And I can't draw the hand. Oh, what's this? Soto. Where's my... Okay, there we go. Yeah. It's got a tiny fist. Okay. That's all. I'm just gonna delete these and start on a pose. I think I'm just gonna do a bunch of... Okay, I mean, I say that, but I'm gonna just start with half body pose first. I have something in mind. Maybe I'll switch my pencil. I'm probably not gonna talk all that much until like I feel like I'll actually talk more when I'm done, like, so like, oh, I draw one pose and then I'll just take a break for a second, just think and consolidate my thoughts. Yeah. So I'll be silent, but I hope you guys enjoy the music. Oh, we have good weather today though. I hope everyone's doing fine. I hope everyone's doing fine. We have like very cool weather today. It's really surprising. It's like it lasted all the way from since the morning actually. We've been having a very like strong heat spell heat spell cast on us for like the past week, 2 weeks or so. So it just rains it rained a lot these past days, so that's good. On Wednesday when I actually went to cycle, I okay, now I'm starting to talk. On Wednesday when I started the cycle, I was actually really grateful for the weather because it wasn't like when it rained, it wasn't that strong. So what I got was just fairly light rain. There was some times where, like, you know, I did get drenched and stuff, but by that time I was around some buildings and all that. So I actually cycled all the way to the coastline and stuff. And so that was good. I could go to the jetty and just hang out there for a while, catch the sea breeze, and that was nice. Because it was a public holiday, I went to a food center and like I was hoping to catch a like I don't know, get some food there because I was starting a few. I thought I could make it without having breakfast, but it seems like my body was disagreeing with me. So I wanted to, like, you know, get a bun, a bao or something. And that small food center, I went inside and I was just like, oh, nothing's open. Nothing is open. So I had to ride further down somewhere else, and like I managed to find it. And yeah, but it was more crowded, so I ended up just buying like some small dim sums, and like I just ate at one side near my bicycle there because all the seats were taken. Like everyone's just like hanging around there. The elderlies are just like hanging around you know, doing their thing. They're just hanging around there in the shops, in the coffee shops, and listening to like a busker play the guitar and stuff. And like I hope they actually give the guy a tip, because the guy singing was good. Yeah. Okay, there's a specific pose for this, so I definitely, if this doesn't work out, I'm just gonna have to like redraw it again and again until I get what I want. Keep drawing a neck, but like technically the scarf is covering the entire neck, for the most part at least. And they got armor and whatnot. Bless you. Oh. Wait, do they allow sharing?
Yeah, they
Okay, at least you still allow sharing. That's what the AFA prices used to be.
Yeah. Like they don't even offer
Right. So like why, right?
they are able to get a booking every year. They are able to get a booking every year because like they have like connection. Evidently, the connection doesn't matter, I guess.
I mean the connections is maybe not for the artists, more for the organizers, and they are making money off from that.
$80.
Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. On Tumblr? Oh yeah, but I think I might have liked your art, but I don't know much about your interactions and stuff. I maybe wasn't really all that, but I mean, when I first met you in school, I definitely wasn't too. I wasn't intimidated.
You met me, I am intimidated by this guy that
I mean, you were intimidating in the sense where you wounded one of our friends at the end of the year, I guess.
that was after you really
Yeah. This, yeah. Everyone was like, oh my god, what? She did what? It's crazy. Yeah. Okay. Now let's just try to improve this. Hmm. Hmm. She talk big. Slightly better pose, but I wanna. I think I can push it more. Yeah, it's that song. Every time it appears, like I'm like, oh, it's that song. Okay. I wanted to do a thumbs up pose, like with Michi, kind of like turning around and doing a thumbs up. It's kind of close to what I had in mind, but not. I'm gonna try angling this forearm a little bit lower. I kind of want to just like, you know, it's her directing a thumbs up at the screen rather than at her, because like it looks like she's kind of pointing at herself like all there whatever. So let's dupe. Do a dupe. Thank you, digital art. Or okay, I can actually do a draw over for this. I think it'll end up looking quite like the splash screen that we have. Ooh, someone's breaking. It is sound like an elephant. But the mic probably didn't hear that. It's kind of funny because I'm doing another foreshortening here, but of the other side of the hand. So that's the different part about the splash. Forgive me for when I'm drawing the fists, cause I'm really bad at drawing hands, and like fists. I've never really gotten the one that like I've really liked that much. Man, I see a bunch of tutorials and stuff like, oh yeah, okay, so this part of the arm and like the fingers go like this. This is actually not the lowest point of the fingers, all that kind of thing. And I'm like, I look at my own fist and I'm like, I can't tell. I can't tell. I can't tell. I need a reference. When I draw like, okay, so this part's not the lowest part, then like, okay, but if I put it like this, and like, it's looking a little weird already. Okay, maybe I should draw a thumb. I'll draw the thumb. Maybe it'll look better with the thumb, maybe. Eesh. Nah, whatever. Okay. So like, I like to separate the fist or like the hand into two parts. So you have like the last two fingers are actually smaller in like width compared to the other one, but it shouldn't be by this much. Where? Oi. Oi. Making fun of my life.
Don't think why.
And normally this finger would actually go in more. It's like so low that it would end up. This is me observing my own fist. And then just drawing with one hand now. Okay, no, not. This needs to be bigger. What tends to happen is like I draw the fingers and like, oh, now the fingers are really big compared to each other and stuff. And that looks like a good about there. Now fists are like one of the easier ones. If I'm trying to draw like spread out hands, it's gonna look like weird looking French fries. That's gonna be different. Trying to be able to direct the... I don't know if this really works. More or less. Does feel a little bit disjointed right now. And the hand's really big. I kind of want that big foreshortening though. Maybe the bicep can look a little bigger. It's really weird. Like she's got a big, weird Thanos hand. Unless I get to shorten it way more? Perhaps. I want to show that. Okay. Let's see. Okay, these are the volume rings. Hmm. And tilt the fist a little bit. Just a little bit. But the thumb not pointing back at Michi. I think that kind of works. So we got these two. And I feel like this one sells it more. I feel like this sells the thumbs up more. Okay, let me try something. Gonna do more body shifting. I wanna see just very roughly how does it look like if I raise this arm up more. Yeah, I'm thinking the arm raise up is better. A little bit more incline here, a little bit. It's more interesting to look at, in my opinion. I'm gonna deal with this shoulder too. I'll just rotate it a little bit. And then the forearm can be brought up. Okay. It's like so. It's a bit vague what this hand is doing here. Can't really see. I want to show a little bit of the belt here. Just to show, you know, so shoulders are going this way, the hips going this way. Yeah. And the hair looks a little weird. As if she has a little pompadour or something. Oh, they're super random, but just a little tiny thing. But I forgot to tell you also, right? Means that like, on the cycling journey, when I stopped by on a place to get breakfast, right? I was walking around and it's like there was this grandma auntie with like an actual pompadour. I was not expecting that. I was like, a pompadour in our country, plus it's on a grandma. I'm like, wow. I've never seen an actual pompadour in my life before until then, and it's on a grandma. That's crazy. That's rad. It's crazy. Proportional Michi always looks so pretty compared to me. I'm a gremlin. I look like such a gremlin when I'm smiling. I'm like mischievous. God, I wish that was me.
Huh?
Damn.
It's you.
No, it's Proportional Michi. Oh. One day I'll be like her. One day I'll be like her. Just like her. Honestly, the Michi fringe is always like really very fucking weird. The way it's drawn. Like, there's only one way to see the Michi fringe. Ugh. And that is not the way. I don't know, I can know. 2D, sometimes when 2D is translating in 3D, it's like pass a 3D person in a concept art and they're like crying, weeping on the floor. I mean, it's like literally when you look at the FF14 book and you look at Zavan's concept and like, what the fuck is that shit? I'm like, they show the 3D person and like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah. I mean, then again, is a lot of the textures is like probably bump maps and stuff. It's like, okay, you draw this, that means you do the texture. You do the texture, you bump it. I'm gonna make this low poly model just so our game can freaking run. You're not gonna break the game with this stupid Zavan model. Eh. That one attack artists are crying. I'm gonna let you guys on in on a little secret. I don't know what the hell is going on with my back. I've never seen my back before. I'm just putting a little tiny circle here. It's gonna woo, and I have no idea what is going on here. There is something on my back, and I can't look behind it. A mirror? What's that? Never heard of it. Oh, she's pretty. Yeah. So I random ass thought, but like, no, it's another funny thing to say. Like, you know, when Japanese people say clap your hand, right? Yeah. Clap your hand. 老細uncle this. It's already 10:41. I've only drawn a single pose. It's fine, that's what I want. Nice. Alright. We start out with this, and then this, and then this, and then now a tier and proper. I'll probably draw this as an alert or something. That's what I'm trying to do. That would be nice. An alert. I was like, thank you for following. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for something. I don't know how many more other alerts there are. Tips, bits, tidbits. Okay. Okay. Thinking of another casual half body. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I was drinking water. That's why my model just like reset it itself. But yeah. So I said in between drawing poses, I'll talk a bit more. So I can do a little bit of a lore dumpy. So, oh what? Melly? Yeah. No one said it was gonna be pretty. I'll wait for this bus to go away. Go away! Get lost! Alright. Remember Control S. That means you too. Yeah. So if I haven't said it already, I'm not so sure. I feel like I might have mentioned it a few times in my previous streams, that kind of thing. But the idea I had for the setting, at least, well, not at least. I've done a lot of like thinking of all this already. is that I'm setting the story in a post-apocalyptic like Earth, and what made the apocalyptic tick? It was the kaijus. The kaijus came from outer space and they just wreaked havoc, and then humanity is pushed to struggle and survive, and a lot of them got wiped out. It's been very long. It's been like half a century, and then Michi's arrives. Michi, the I'm the meteorite, the brilliant meteorite from beyond, and I crash into the Earth. That's part of the plan. That's part of the plan. And so my duty is to protect Earth from the kaijus and save Earth. Thwart these threats. If kaijus come to threaten Earth, then I've come to protect it. That's my duty. And I wrote down personality, but I don't really have much to say about that yet, honestly. Sometimes the things that happen is that like I think of, it would be cool to see this kind of character interact with Michi, and then I go on a whole tirade on fleshing out the entire side character and like a party of like side characters, and then I've left Michi and I left myself in the dust, and like, oh, I didn't really think much about the character of what I'm supposed to betray and all that. Besides just my duty, that's the thing. So I need to do some self-reflection and think about how to write and describe my own personality. It's not nice. No one really likes to look at their own personality, except narcissists, I guess. I can talk about... I don't know if I want to talk about much about the side characters either. They're not very fleshed out. I don't even know their names at that point. Maybe I can think about it like the more I go on. But for the setting, just, you know, Earth's protector, but I'm not really... I'm kind of based in just one place. No, so I'll just say like, oh, okay, so I'm basing it in a city. You know, a hero's gotta fight kaijus in a city. The kaijus have to be in a city. I can't do it on like outside. I mean, I can. I can do it. I mean, there's not gonna be any rule and restrictions there. But like, you know, it's really cool to see, you know, the kaijus breaking stuff and like, wow, I'm breaking stuff on their heads and stuff, and like, bam, boom, bam. That's cinematic. That's cinema. So I'm in a city, and the city sort of the reason why I mentioned that Monster Hunter is one of the games that I have in to sort of give a hint as like to what the story I was thinking was about, is that the city is is sort of like a bastion for like a bunch of like a population, a very small population, and a dwindling population at that. And I haven't really thought of how the city is structured, but I do have a few notes in here and there, so like I'm brainstorming right now. Naturally I would think like, you know, tall buildings and such would not be that ideal, considering like kaijus quaking the earth and all that. Like there needs to be some sort of counter to that. Would there be an underground? Would an underground be a good idea? Maybe. In Evangelion, they do have an underground city as well. Like they can bring the buildings from the top side to the bottom, and I really love those shots of Evangelion. So I was thinking something like that, cause when I'm trying to think about like the bigger scheme of things, like how do they sustain, how they survive, that kind of thing. Because thinking about a post-apocalyptic, in a sense, right? How does their society rule and stuff? And where the most important thing is survivability. Survivability is linked to nourishment and food. So how do they get their food and stuff, especially in a post-apocalyptic world with kaijus around and stuff? Oh my god, get out of here! Go watch Physical! Well, you're the one person I don't want to see here. I'm joking. Welcome. Hello. I'm just making fun of you. Hey. Y'all ganging up on me, huh?
Yeah.
I'm sisters. The door will close before you walk in tomorrow. For some reason, when I started reading that, it sounded like you're trying to spout some Chongyu at me, and I wouldn't be surprised if you tried doing that. But like a Chongyu translated in English, so it just hits like really flaccidly.
You're so bad, man. Oh my god.
I bully. Well, welcome to the stream. I'm talking about the setting of my story and such. So yeah, I was thinking about like nourishment and like in a kaiju infested world, I don't think you would plant crops on top as well as have your your what do you call that? Cattle and sheep, what do you call livestock like out and about. There's not really any grass to like munch on, all else like, cause with intergalactic kaijus, I'm kind of referencing off just from like Godzilla and like Shin Ultraman and stuff, but there comes radiation and like sort of the energy that comes from the kaijus. So this character is really cute. Oh, thank you, MX. Thank you. So that sort of sustainability and nourishment is something I have to think of. So I was thinking of like just like, slamming underground, like what about underground like farm and stuff? Like that's the best way that humanity can keep their food reserves safe, I think that's being underground isn't so bad, as in like safety wise. It's worked out in the Hunger Games. That's one idea in a sense. Like how they've sort of survived by like just plunking themselves deep inside of a mountain and stuff. And like actually, that's what I was thinking of for the cities. Like planting yourself in a mountain, which is a very sturdy bedrock, is good. Land over there is not exactly fertile. They would have to like find a way for that. So there comes the thought of like electricity as well. We're very used to electricity. We don't like. We have generators and stuff. It's kind of you gotta humble yourself. You think about like how turning on the air conditionings can like create so much trouble for the Earth's atmosphere and stuff, and you just realize that like every household has a fridge. How much energy is consumed by that fridge? And then you multiply that with like how many households you have in one building, and you multiply how many buildings there are in this country, in this city, and like you just realize how much energy is being used up. I don't even know how we're even surviving, honestly. It feels like magic. I don't know how modern society is surviving on so much energy consumption. It's crazy. We're burning all the fossils of the fuels, and like I don't know how we're even surviving. It's really crazy. So I have to think of a way for, like, you know, in a post-apocalyptic setting, how do these resources, how does humanity come by all these resources and stuff? Like, even in Mad Max, the premise of Mad Max is that, like, it's, I mean, I don't know if it's Australia. I joke that it's Australia because it's being filmed there, and like, wait, I think Mad Max is Australia. I think that it's just straight up Australia. It's very weird, but everything is just like a sandy wasteland, and basically everyone's fighting for fuel. And fuel is important because oh, sorry, yeah, I didn't see a comment. I was just too busy in my brainstorming thoughts. Yeah, it's Clip Studio Paint. I'm using a bunch of default brushes and stuff, and like as well as some downloaded brushes that I really forgot from where. Most are from Mints. Thank you, Mints. You got good taste in brushes. Yeah, fuel and transportation is extremely important, especially as tiny human ants that, you know, we have to walk like 500 meters or something to like even cover like Godzilla's foot. Like, that's why it's so scary, you know, when I'm watching Godzilla X Kong and you see them run at full speed. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, they're just running. That's because the camera is like zoomed out. But if you're zoomed in like a actual human perspective, it's scary as all hell. It's really scary at how fast they can go. So if we're dealing with really fast kaijus, transportation and like being fast, like, you're not gonna be able to survive on your own 2 feet. You know, like, what really takes things to perspective as well is like watching Attack on Titan and like watching the horrors, the absolute horrors of like the rumbling. It's, you don't need to spy on viewers. It's okay. Yeah, I think it's just horrifying. Like, a lot of times when you're watching like, oh, Ultraman, and you see the kaijus, like a big guy fighting these kaijus and giants and stuff, like, that's why I find Attack on Titan like kind of good, in a sense where it, like, Titans in that anime is not, they're big, but they're not like kaiju levels of big, like, yet. Except for, you know, the Mega Titan, I forgot what it's called, the really big one.
What was it?
Hmm?
What was it? What?
Yeah, wait, huh? Does Min say otherwise? Well, what was everyone's response to? Sorry, cause like chat, there'll be some lag, so if you're responding to me, sometimes there might be some lag as to the context. So I'm not sure. I can't follow MX. But yeah, so it doesn't take that much for like a small Titan to like scare people, but they're like, as in like, as the audience, but that is, you see what the people in Attack on Titan had to face with, like, you know, just maybe a 4-story tall Titan that you wouldn't really blink an eye at in a kaiju film, and like, it's really scary already. Oh, towards AOT being good. Oh, I mean, dude, I don't think it's their opinion of like the story or anything. It's just more of like the setting and like how the kaijus are. And I mean, like, I haven't met anyone who says that, like, you know, Attack on Titan has not been realistic in its portrayal of like the horrors of like war and dealing with things that are like actually larger than you, like far larger than you are. So that's the stuff that the questions that I tackle in my head. Like, I don't like human-looking kaijus, roar. What counts as human-looking kaijus, like, besides, like, Attack on Titan? Like, does Godzilla count as human-looking kaiju? Because it's, like, standing on 2 legs and, like, you know, hands and stuff. You want, like, 6 legs and, like, I don't know. What did... Oh no, Iggy got found out. She's coming out of hiding. What? Godzilla's more of a Kong. Okay. When you say Kong, you say Kong in this context, it's like it's kind of the Kong Long. Okay. All right. Okay. Is a Kong Long a kaiju? Oh, good lord. Well, okay. Besides the point. But the AOT kaijus are like really human looking. They are literally humans. They are literally like you can't say they're not humans. They're just really creepy humans. They're perverts. They all have perverted smiles and stuff. It's disgusting. I hate them. They're really creepy. Ugh. No, it's so surprising. You know, I don't know if I told you, but like my father like tried watching Attack on Titan. Like yeah, but it was like he just asked me at lunch and it was just like, why do people watch this? Why is that? Cause like there's a museum display over here, and I'm like, as in like a few years back and stuff, and like he was like, okay, Netflix keeps recommending Attack on Titan because like it's the anime that like Netflix likes to recommend, and then he watched it. I'm like, oh dear, oh good lord, oh good goodness, my totally innocent and Christian dad like watched Attack on Titan like the first episode. I'm like, oh my god, I didn't think that I would have to tell him not to watch it, but I mean now he watched one episode and he's just stopped, and I'm like, okay, like he's just like, what's the appeal of it? I'm like, I can't really say. Sometimes some people just want to watch something really dark and depressing. I don't know. I have no idea. It's consuming a piece of media that like it does take some sanity from you. Why won't people watch it though? Isn't it so popular? I mean,
it's not.
It's not for everybody. I'm not gonna tell like.
Especially not for Christian, I don't think.
Yeah,
Like those, like, later down the line, don't they like they kind of like.
Well, yeah, later down the line they have like some church connotation thing. Yeah, I mean, okay, I'm not gonna keep going on to like AOT. AOT is creepy as shit, but like I just like its portrayal of like people like fighting against things that are like much bigger. And the giant bodysuits. Don't say too much, Ezreal. Those spoilers. Oh my god. Yeah. I feel like at this point it's not the biggest spoiler anymore. Yeah, I mean in the first season that kind of like gets in a sense. Still not really known yet. But yeah. Besides that, it's just me thinking about like how they have to deal with it, like, and like I think this is a trope that I want to try to stay away from, is that fantasy or like a lot of when you think about like anime cities, a lot of the times they are in a circle, and like there's nothing wrong with it. It's strategic, in a sense, like you look at Midgar, it's a circle. You look at Attack on Titan, it's a bunch of circles. You look at Fullmetal Alchemist, it's a circle. And well, maybe FMA, the reasoning for FMA's one is a little bit different, but for stuff like Attack on Titan's circle, it's like you put yourself in a defensive perimeter against threats who are coming from all angles and all sides. So of course it comes out as a circle. But I mean, maybe it could be a little bit different, you know? Like, I mean, the Great Wall of China isn't exactly a circle. It's kind of like meandering across and all that because it has to deal with like mountains and all the surrounding mountains, and it's just there to strategically thwart against invading countries and vagabonds and stuff. Yeah, so there's that. I was thinking of like basing the city in like backed up against a mountain. If I think about like Helm's Deep from Lord of the Rings 2, is the two towers is like one thing. But I imagine like there would be some dangers with kaijus, you know, climbing across, like easily climbing up the mountains and like just like coming at you from behind. So I would think that like, you know, there has to be a very good defense for these human cities. Yeah, and so I think I was bringing up electricity. So I think the other thing that I saw brainstormed was that, much like Monster Hunter, what do you do after you kill a kaiju? You know, I have to watch that. There's one, I think it was Korean, or either Korean or Japanese. There was a Korean or Japanese film where they sort of like tackled that issue, where it's like, oh, the movie is about cleaning up after kaiju has been like killed and stuff, like visceral cleanup. Like, how do they clean this thing up, this giant mess here? Okay, I must go to continue mopping the floor. Enjoy Gamba and mopping the floor. I thought you'd be done about it by now, that's why you were here, but thank you for coming, MX. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Yeah. I got a net. I got a yap. I got a yap plus I'm streaming. And so I got a I had in mind, in a sense, I was thinking of something similar to Monster Hunter, where, you know, what you do with a kaiju when it dies is that you would try to use its parts and stuff for something for your benefit if you can. So I was thinking in a sense where the kaijus do have some sort of energy that like the humans are able to harness for at least their everyday needs and stuff. And you know, one thing I was thinking is that like, especially in the sense of Dungeon Meshi, you know, in the Kraken episode, with a huge being like that, there would come smaller beings as well, parasites and whatever stuff that latches onto the back of a kaiju and all that. So, hey, good day. Hello. I mean, well, it's alright. We didn't stream yesterday. Thank you for coming to the stream. So, like with the big kaijus comes like smaller creatures, and so that's why I feel like there are huge kaijus in the world setting that I was thinking of, but at the same time there will be smaller ones and alien ones as well. So those are the other ones that like humanity has to be afraid of. They're sure they are the big ones, but like it's scary to venture out away from the city because there are smaller ones that might be preying on the humans as well, even smaller human-sized kaiju as well. You know, like just like Monster Hunter, you have smaller monsters to deal with. So I was thinking of like, in a sense, like, you know, what if the kaiju brought over like some things that can be eaten as well. So the kaiju, like I was imagining like this city is actually in a dried up ocean bit in a sense. So when the kaiju is like stepping and like cracks form on the ground, on the sand is very like watery, so and like muddy, so like there tends to be like, oh, when the kaiju dies, then like there would be some scavengers, like there will be opportunists and scavengers who would venture out into the wastes and the wilds to try to harvest what they can from the kaiju, as like including some, you know, maybe alien fishes that can be eaten. They have to try, and maybe it's a delicacy. So, and yeah, and parasites and whatnot. God, the way the parasite from the cracker in Dungeon Meshi came out, it's just straight up unagi. I'm like, how the hell? It's just a worm. It's disgusting. You, like when you think of like tapeworms in your body, you don't think that like, oh, that would be delectable, would it? Ugh, it is disgusting. So how am I today? Well, it was really good weather, and now I'm just like cooling down from like doing a little casual sketch of Michi, of myself, and I'm just talking more about dumping some lore and brainstorming on some stuff. But this is where I would kind of like stop at, like with talking a bit, because like it's 11 and there are a couple more stuff that I could talk about. But yeah, so that's my lore dump for the most part for the setting that I envision myself in. I wish parasite worms were juicy like unagis. Can we like... Okay, I'm pretty sure like if we... I'm very scared of this, to like, you know, Google parasites under a microscope and like look at them. I'll feel extremely scared, you know, like, oh, like maybe the tapeworm has like 1,000 teeth and stuff. Dungeon Meshi is giving me the courage to try bugs in Thailand the next time I go. Oh my god. I don't know. I mean, fried bugs sound pretty good. Hey, I need to go. Oh, okay. Thanks for coming to the stream. Fried worms are yummy. Okay, so okay, but what kind of worms? If you're talking about like beetle larvae, like the ones that like, you know, explode in your mouth, I'm like, I don't know about that. That sounds... Are bug juices yummy? I know the stalls. Yes, let me bring... Oh my god. Oh, you brave people. When I think about bugs, I think about crunchy bugs. Do you guys remember that scene in Lion King, the first movie, not talking about live action, but the first movie, when Timon and Pumbaa was trying to convince... I almost said Simon. What's his name? Simba. Simon from the Bible. Yes, the one who betrayed Jesus. Yes. Simba. Simon Judas. He has a bunch of names here. I mean, yeah. He's Simon. Timon and Pumbaa were trying to convince Simon to eat bugs. And like they made it look so delicious, you know, like just slurping the bugs and just crunching on them. Like all those bugs looked really delicious, and as a kid I was like, wow, they look delicious. But I've never tried bugs. I don't think I've ever eaten a bug before. Voluntarily, at least. Animated food effect, yes, definitely. Like they made all the multicolored beetles look so crunchy and scrumptious, but I have no idea how they took. If you remember Monsters Inc., I thought the monster sushi was the yummiest thing. Yeah, the monster. Wait, what was it made of?
They were cutting up.
Was it giant's fish? Yeah, it's it's hilarious because like the sushi chef was a octopus. Yeah, it was amazing. I was like wondering what the hell he was doing. But yeah, the monster sushi was amazing. And like Mike Wazowski was like, was like, oh, I brought you to the most famous place, and like, oh, I got you this nice reservation, baby. And it was like she was like, oh my god, Mike Wazowski. Oh. And that's just they ruined the date, and it's just like, Mike Wazowski, you got the here.
It was his fault. I'm so sad. Like,
Yeah, it's not his fault. He's just like, it's like Sully bringing Boo there or Boo like what was it like? I think Sully like needed help with Boo.
Yeah, so he just.
So he went to crash the date. What a bro. They're crunchy and sorry, big car wants to make big sound. They are crunchy and pretty hollow inside. Actually, oh, cockroaches? I mean, I smashed cockroaches and beetles.
Oh, that's
I don't know that. No, what? Get the fuck out of here, this bitch! Not insect. Keep to mammals. Keep to mammals. Jeez. Yeah, so actually one of the thing I was thinking of was that for the people in the city setting that I was thinking of, like, they have to find food. There'd be bugs on the kaiju as well, maybe a giant bug and stuff, so like they had to eat that as well, giant Vespoids and Hornitors and all that in Monster Hunter. And that was one thing I was kind of like fantasizing about, is that like what would they eat from the kaiju as well. So there's that dungeon meshi aspect. There's other things as well, because I feel the world would be extremely chaotic in this post-apocalyptic setting, and like people will be being displaced from their homelands, home countries. They'll try to find a safer spot. Oh, they heard this city is safe, so they'll fly here, that kind of thing. Or like some people are just stuck in the city and they weren't able to return to their homeland, so they would make a home here in this city, and they have their own traditional delicacies that they had. And like within half a century, I feel like dishes will definitely evolve in time and such. And like, I think, for example, what I thought of was that like a real life example is stuff like one example is curries, with the globalization of like, the British colonization, and like they had their own take on curries. Like to this day now, the curries that they have that's not really in a sense authentic, is that they utilize tomatoes as a sort of like a cheaper way to give the curries more bodies and like more weight to the curries in a sense. Oh wait, need to go. Thank you for coming to the stream though. Thanks for like the bug talk. Local food stores that sold cockroaches and other things. I don't know if that sounds appetizing. I really have no idea about that. Yeah, so something like, that I think I was thinking of, Japan is another country that actually had a lot of globalization. Like pork cutlets, for example, those weren't a Japanese staple. And when I think about it, I'm not so sure if salmon is a fish that can be found in Japan locally before the globalization happened. So salmon sushi might not have been a thing that was like existed back then in like feudal Japan, for example. So that's kind of like the result of globalization and like people like mixing around and trades across cities and such. Like even with like spam musubi in Hawaii, with like Japanese residents in Hawaii getting a hold of American army rations like luncheon meat, and then they just fold it into a makeshift onigiri and sushi. And like I think that was like interesting, Even locally, we have a whole bunch of fusion foods here and stuff, and like foods that like somehow we managed to call our own, even though I don't know if it belongs here. Yeah, so that's what I could like fantasize in terms of food for the setting that we're in. Yeah, so there's a lot of thought in that, and I think much of that thought we have to think about, like, you know, where the hell do the humans in this post-apocalyptic setting like get their food from? Kaiju parasites, leftover kaijus themselves, I don't know. Kaijus themselves maybe not so much, because I mean, okay, this is one of the interesting things, right? In Pacific Rim, the first movie, I mean, not like there was a second movie or anything, right? So in Pacific Rim, they had this society, this sort of like, I think it was like in the city of Hong Kong, and like they had like this group that scavenged a bunch of kaiju parts and stuff. And it was kind of funny because it was like taking Chinese medicine to extreme, where it's like, oh wait, are there artificial rations? I can't think of, like, you know, if say in half a century human technology has progressed to the point where growing meat is a thing, because growing meat is a thing that's being in development now. So I could say in half a century, artificial rations like that could be a thing. And I think it was one of the interesting things of the Cyberpunk's universe as well, because they had fake chicken, and like a character in the Cyberpunk who lived a very rich life had a taste of like actual food, and they ate that fake meat, and they're like, this is disgusting, that kind of thing. But I mean, it's the cheapest food and the most affordable food that people in that society could afford and like have and eat. So in a society that's kind of like crumbling economically, maybe something like fake rations, artificial rations might be one of the more feasible like dishes. And like, you know, people will be like, we're really bored of the taste, and like something like Cyberpunk, they'll try to like cook it up in ways where it will be more delectable in a sense. What was I talking about before that? Just ways to, like, how would you food in apocalyptic situations, like post-apocalyptic or apocalyptic situations, are really interesting. Also, kaijus are more luxurious options. Yeah, in Pacific Rim, I mean, they were like, oh yeah, there's this toenail of a kaiju that you could use for Chinese medicine. Maybe, I don't know. Question mark. Chinese medicine is a little bit wrong sometimes. I mean, they do have a base, but sometimes it's kind of a little. It's not really based on science sometimes. Maybe kaijus can be the more luxurious option. Like, there can be an option like that. Like, if they manage to take away the radiation from kaiju meat, and I don't know, this chunk of fat in the kaiju is so rich and delectable and such. So I was thinking in a way that like this city would, like, instead of like thinking of a city like that's moving about like same like maybe Mad Max or Arknights, where it might be safer, it might be, but like this city has the idea that it's actually safer to plant your roots in the ground and just stay put, build up a base that you can fortify properly against kaiju attacks, and in a sense like draw them towards you and take the risk. It's a very high risk thing to kill and destroy a kaiju, even though the kaijus are like supposedly meant to destroy humanity. defeat the kaiju and reap the rewards from it. So in a sense, like some stuff that like would not make sense in like a post-apocalyptic setting like this is like bright ass neon lights or something like that, like lighting up the city brightly. You want to keep it in the dark so you can keep itself hidden from some stuff, or like have low lighting. But if you have like giant big signs that says like kaiju's invited, come to the city and stuff, just attract them like flies to like moths to a flame, that kind of thing. So I was brainstorming that, like that kind of thing. And so that comes to the point where like, how do I fit in there? How do I fit in a city like this? And the thing is, I don't fit in a city like this. It's kind of like maybe I'm dropping like too much lore, but I think it's just kind of interesting to brainstorm and like stuff. But my idea for myself is that I'm a hero that has come too late. It has been half a century. It's already considered a miracle that humanity has survived half a century with kaijus invading the earth. And I've come in and it's like, yay, I can save the world. Like, it's kind of like, how would you think the people there would feel? They were suffering for like half a century and all of a sudden like a savior comes along like, yeah, I can save the world, yeah. I'm like, where the fuck were you? And that is like, Michi can like I come in and like I beat up kaijus like nothing, like very easily. And in a sense, like my idea is to save defeat the kaijus and save humanity. And I do have a function that I'm thinking of, that I brainstormed about, where I know, like from where I come from, I'm from a place where we know the kaiju. We know what kaiju do. We are very specialized in defeating kaiju. And what we do with kaiju afterwards as well. We know that kaijus they pose a threat to the ecosystem with the amount of radiation that they have and like the amount of destruction that they leave in their wake when they're active and like when they are gone as well. So my duty is in a way to clean up the mess as well, to clean up the mess that I created. So I am able to absorb this energy that is from the kaijus. And what this means is that like it provides that contention and conflict between me and humanity and the city and the people that I'm trying to protect, in the sense where like they see kaijus as this big juicy meat that they are trying to farm, and like I'm here like basically magicking them away, like Harry Potter saying like, oh goodbye, like it's gone now. I just magic the kaiju body away. I just absorb all the energy for myself, and like, yeah, okay, I took away the radiation, but the city is just like, what the hell do you do with the thing that we worked so hard for? And so there's that conflict, and that's the kind of conflict that I was thinking for myself in this kind of city, where before I arrived on Earth, I would think I had the duty to protect Earth, and I would think like, oh, I would be welcomed here. But with the society that like it is in, I am not. And so as someone who is very capable of like saving humanity, like there's that thing to sort of shackle me as a hero, as a something like a very powerful being that could be seen as like, you know, I compare myself as like, you know, like, okay, this is not being narcissistic or anything, but like one of the references, like inspirations I had was like kind of like Superman, in a sense And like the thing is that Superman, like this is Superman feels like, and the way Superman is portrayed is a very like godlike being and stuff. The way he's shot in the movies, and like they know that, and that's why Batman hates his guts. At least in the Batman vs Superman, that Superman is like this godlike being, and in a way, I was thinking of this setting to sort of humble Michi down, humble myself down, and see how would things play out here and stuff. So in a sense, you can say that Michi in this city is more of a wanted criminal than a savior, and that's the gist of it. And also like that is basically because my initial concept for myself was like way back in school was that I was inspired by Superman, and I was like, oh, okay, I wanna hide my identity and like try to live amongst humans and stuff, you know, like how Superman does, even though he comes from outer space, you know, like he wants to blend in and stuff. So I was thinking of a reason for that, and this is the reason that I came up with, is that it's sort of it's funny because it's kind of a mix between Superman and Batman, where Batman, you know, has to hide his identity as well. And the thing is that the police, I mean, in some stories of Batman, maybe more of like Spider-Man, in a sense where like there are people chasing them where like they don't like Batman, or like they don't like Spider-Man. Well, I mean, one person doesn't like Spider-Man, I guess, so it's not really close to Spider-Man. But yeah, so like you have like I have to hide my identity to blend in, at the same time to protect myself. I haven't gone about my weaknesses, huh? Well, I've went on along about a very long time about like the city and the setting and the people. City and the setting and the people. I haven't gone too much about myself. Well, I did drop a big bomb already about like what the story I'm thinking of like for me to have. I think maybe I'll save it. I'll review more when I finish the background for my splash art, and as things become more available. I don't know. But like I feel like that's when I can tell you guys more about like myself, you know, and the character and stuff. I've told you guys a lot about the setting and the story and like where I am in the story, so like I think that's a good place to just hold myself back and stop. Yeah. Now I need to visit the Lou. I need to visit the Lulu, and I do want to continue drawing, but I need to think of a pose, so I'm gonna use the toilet for that. I'm gonna think in the toilet. Yeah. You say thinking pose, and like the first thought was like that SpongeBob episode, and like Patrick is just like is in the thinking pose, and like his eyebrows are really like scrunched up and stuff. I don't know. Okay, never mind. Okay, I gotta go toilet. Be right back.
He doesn't know I can just do anything right now. I can just do so many things. He doesn't know. Can I? I can't. How come I can't? How do I rotate this? What? don't know how to rotate this anyway. No! How do I rotate this? Damn it. Damn it. How do I do this? Huh? Yeah, I'm trying to make her spin, but I don't know how to make her spin. Damn it. How do I do this? How do I do this? Is it shift? Is it alternate? How am I? How? Oh god, he's flushing. I can hear him flushing. Damn. Wow. Oh, so big. Oh. Speaking. Oh my god. What's going on here? Hey.
Nothing. Oh, she's behaving.
What you doing, huh, pirate?
I don't do anything.
What you do to? What you do to Mitchie?
I didn't do
Hey,
Say something. Just tell me you just drink water.
Yeah, sorry. I'm drinking water. Did you reposition me weird and stuff? What are you doing?
I mean, this looks exactly like.
My ahoge must not touch the chat. Barely touching chat.
They should feel blessed to be touched by your.
No, it'll turn them stupid too. I don't want to turn them stupid. Okay. Oh, I have a random ass circle over here. What the hell is this?
ow.
Okay. I might not talk much right now because like I kind of want to like I tend to just like zone in and like just draw. I'm already losing my train of thought. I think like what do you guys think of like the setting that I've called like thought up and stuff? If there's any other questions like, oh okay, like so I don't know, like there's a bunch of things when thinking of a world. Like one other thing, especially like I feel like I like post-apocalyptic, like working with post-apocalyptic settings, because in a sense it's like you get to work with what was the base of Earth, like as in like what Earth and modern society is kind of like your basis that you can like work off on. And with a post-apocalyptic setting, it's kind of like a nice reset and nice and easy reset button. The only thing is that you have to think of like, you know, what was the apocalyptic thing, and it's like, you know, you got your question there already. It's like, okay, so what happened in the apocalypse? And it's like, how's humanity dealing with it, or like, is humanity even still alive? That kind of thing. That's what I kind of like with using the post-apocalyptic setting for this. Like, and the reason why I chose not to go for something like, you know, this is, oh, I'm Michi in present day and I'm fighting kaijus, and I'm like, where the fuck did the kaijus come from, girl? I don't know. Well, they suddenly open up and like, yeah, So I hope you guys thought that the setting is interesting. I thought a lot about it. I sure did. This sounds like... Sorry, what? Silent. This is the silent era. Man, this pose I thought was so boring. Okay, hold on. You get sent here. The Shadow Realm. Bye. Think of another pose. I want a cute pose. I should try like a cute pose and then a sexy pose. Shadow Realms are close by. Yes. Yeah, the Shadow Realms just right here, and you know you gotta keep your shadows are close by you, right? Yeah. Look, right below you, there's a shadow right there. Sometimes I just think like casual poses are like, oh yeah, they're easy, but sometimes you just kind of, yeah, it's hard to make them interesting. Like I could make that cute pose like just now with like peace pose, I don't know, but like, how do I make them interesting is another. Oh. Brain blast. Yeah. Yeah, it's from Jimmy Neutron. You know what? Don't think so much about it. You just draw it. Just draw it out first. Maybe you like it, maybe you won't.
That's all I know from the. Who explained it?
Oh. Have you asked anybody about it before? Or just like kind of like humming the Earthbound tune, or Mother. Oh, that town. Yeah. Oh, that town.
He's surprised at them.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that was like their pun, right? Oh, that town. So this isn't exactly a really hard pose, but like the being horned just helps with like creating like inspiration. Sometimes like when you're horned, it's like it helps inspire you to like draw things real fast. Like the ideas come to you like freaking immediately, faster than like other things. I hate it. Horned. It's past tense when you're horned up. I don't want to elaborate. Think of horn but present tense. Yeah. Like a the horning, the horning,
Stop.
the horning. Sometimes when it's horned, it just the ideas come to you really fast, and that's why I have ideas for. I have ideas. I'm just gonna stop there. I have ideas. Not of me, but some other things.
Stop.
I guess you could say you horned your skin. No! Ah! It's coming to bite me in the ass. I sure did. You could say that. My fringe is long. I can use it as a weapon.
No.
Ka-chow. Ka-chow. Oh shoot. Ka-chuga. You know, back then I thought eating crocodile meat was like interesting, but then just now I'm like kind of like I can pass. I don't really need to. Last time I was like, oh man, reptiles are cool. I can eat this reptile meat, cool. I think it's just like, from what people say, it's just like really tough fish. I think that's maybe for frogs. Like, it's fish because it's like in the maybe like chicken also, but I feel like everyone says something that is not chicken tastes like chicken. Wait. I woke up. Oh, hell yeah. Thank goodness it's Friday, but we gotta wake up on time. Actually, after watching those like cream puff making videos, right, now I feel like having cream puffs. You know where we might get them? Chili's, spirit pepper. If they have it, that place. I don't know. I want the mashed cream puffs.
How does he eat so much like cream puffs and he doesn't get okay about
No, it's magic. Yeah, he's magic. Like that's his magical power. That's the only magical power he has. Just staying fit no matter what. I mean, then again, that's not like his only diet. That's why he's like, I want to go out and get it. But my dad tells me not to. I was looking at my Steam library again, and like, there will come a day where I will wanna play FF13. But I'd rather play over FF Rebirth, like 7 Rebirth. At least for now. Actually, I haven't seen any review. I haven't like looked. Maybe I should look up some spoiler reviews and stuff for it. I want to know. The only thing that's really like getting me to like want to play FF7 Rebirth is my girls. It's my girls, Tifa and Aerith. They're really cute.
Tifa?
Oh my god, the trailer was like, is that Tifa? I don't know. But then FF16 was like, you know, is that Clive? Yeah, that was Clive. Yeah, that was Clive. What do you smacks you at the back of the head? Yeah, that was Clive, dumbass. I'm like, you made it so mysterious. And then people are like, oh, that was obvious. I'm like, oh, what do you mean?
What do you think about it? I guess it's
Oh, the FF16 event from FF14. Oh, the collab between Yoshi P and Yoshi P, huh?
Yoshi P and Yoshi P. Fuck this collab.
I mean, I liked it. Like, I'm like, yeah, it's a good collab. I liked it a lot more than Noctis's one. I liked it more than the FF15 ones. Yeah. I like it, but like, I think it was like the best part about it was like looking at the freaking graphical update. I was like, oh my god, look at this! He's so good, he's so handsome, bro. Look at the Ifrit. I was like, oh my god, this is a one time where they will allow so many polys and stuff. Like the only thing is that like Clive got like nerfed so hard that like his beard is painted on. His beard is painted on and it just looks so weird. I'm like, but I'm looking at that, I'm like, I think there are a couple of like FF14 players who would want that kind of beard. Like they don't have that beard available in FF14. Just give them that 5 o'clock shadow and like I don't know. There's a slang term for it. I don't know what's the proper way to say that kind of like beard. I think it's just like it's a term where it's like, you know, for men who grow their facial hair a lot, like as in like they grow their facial hair very easily. Like, you know, they have to shave their beard, like their facial hair in the morning before they go to work every single time. Like that's how fast it grows for them, that kind of thing. So like 5 o'clock, like that's their 5 o'clock shade, their shadow, that kind of thing.
Oh.
Like it's just on their face. And like they gotta, yeah, at least that's how I think it is. Zero Claw, I don't have a beard. What are you talking about? I may be from outer space, but I'm pretty sure I've never seen a facial hair on myself ever. You know how I look like a facial hair? Like this. I don't know, maybe some mutton chops too. Like Leon Kuwata? From what? Oh, yeah. Dude, I forgot his name. No, I know Leon, but like you said Kuwata, I'm like Dare. There.
I don't know why I even bothered to remember. That's how much.
No. I know why you remember his surname. It's so you can search him up.
No, I don't even search him up, man.
So you can search him up, and you know, cause if you put a Leon, who knows what other Leons there are, you know? Yeah. So you gotta put the actual name.
Leon Dagan wrong.
No, you don't. Why does it look actually like really lewd when like I'm just stretching like this?
You.
Like
That's
I'm
you
fucking
thinking
what
of
the
it.
hell? This looks so bare and stuff. Makes me uncomfortable. Oh. But they're horned thoughts. I'm not horned. I just have no armor down here. Oh wait, yeah, now I remember. Yeah, I had this. Okay, I had this little diamond thing, and then now I actually have these in the front here, so I look a little less naked, a little less, tiny bit. Ah! And I do have this. I'm glad I added all this to my splash art. Oh, it looks so much more naked. Yeah, I was thinking one other thing that's interesting to think of besides, you know, like I can keep going on about like the food in a post-apocalyptic setting, but like the other thing that would be extremely cool is thinking of like what would people wear in a post-apocalyptic setting and stuff. This is so annoying. Get away. Yeah. I mean, the other thing I'm trying to worry and like scratch my head about is like a government in that setting, like how the according to Clam High. Wait, for what anime? No, like. Wait, which Clamp anime has X? Wait, let me Google that up.
Oh, it's 19.
Yeah, I was thinking like reverse 99. Whoa. Yo, this reminds me so much of Vampire Knight. This is the era, isn't it? Oh my god, it is the era of Vampire Knight. Tokyo Babylon. Holy shit. Oh my god. Yo, these are pretty based. Like I'm really loving like the old school like look for these manga. Hey yo. Hey, these outfits are so cool, what? It's well before Vampire Knight. Damn. Tokyo Babylon. It sounds cool. Wait, why is this? It's seriously like it's. Oh, this is really cool aesthetic. Damn, Tokyo Babylon's popping off. High school uniforms. I mean, I could think about it. Like that's the other thing, you know, like I don't know, like education and stuff in this society, a post-apocalyptic society, like how would that work? Or maybe just yeah, I think work uniforms. I think uniforms like cause the government that I was thinking is that like it's a government that has no choice but to impose very strict rules for people to follow, for them to like basically don't fuck up. You know, you have to give all your time into like like preparing for the next like raid or like monster raid, a kaiju raid, that kind of thing. Because like in the off chance that, you know, like more than one kaiju even appears, and then that's gonna be chaotic as shit, and like everyone has to man, and like there's already a dwindling population of people, so like things are extremely tight there, and like everyone has to pull their own weight for the food and all that as well. That's what I can think of. So like uniforms or works. It's just that, you know, it would be really cool if I could make it really aesthetically cool, like Tokyo Babylon. That looks so rad actually. My god. Post-apocalyptic setting, like like the western, like, or like no, the usual post-apocalyptic setting of like everyone's in rags and stuff, everyone's trying to like get by, like canned food and stuff, and here you have like a working society, and like they're wearing like stuff you see on a Paris like runway show, that kind of thing. It's like, damn. Damn. That's actually a pretty good idea. I think I'm just gonna... I'm gonna note that idea down, you know, like if it's uniforms, like what if it was actually just like screw it, what if it was actually like aesthetically pleasing as well? What if it's cool?
I mean, sorry, you now. I don't like the series,
Right.
but Ori no Sarah has a pretty good.
Is that it kinda is it?
Man, Tokyo Babylon is older than me.
Damn.
Tokyo Babylon ended before you.
Tokyo Babylon was 1990 and 1993. What the heck? Wow. That's so cool, like these 90s animes. Oh my god, it's so cool. Wait, Owari no Seraph? This kind of like high society, like uniforms kind of thing, like militaristic,
Yeah.
military-esque, like, yeah, that's one idea. So like, I mean, you can think of the what's that i7 side story show?
Oh,
Yeah, La Danse Macabre. Idolish 7, La Danse. Yeah, like the people who are like living in like the upper echelons, and like there can be that mix, cause like in a society like this, there's definitely gonna be like this there's always going to be this separation between the more privileged and less privileged people and others. I can think of like, oh, there can be this variation in like uniforms or like outfits and stuff, you know. And that's always really interesting to think about. Oh my god. Side characters. You remember that time when Sogo shot a guy? I'm just like suddenly seeing him over here, and like he's... What was Sogo's character like?
really boring.
Was he like he was a simp, right, for someone? Was
No,
he?
he wasn't a simp. He was more like the guy who just follows orders, and he was very like deadpan and shit.
Oh yeah.
But, like, he really, because he was brought up by Yuki, like Yuki's
Oh, yeah.
his kind of like father figure.
His mother figure.
In that one, he's more mother. He's more father. I guess, yeah. And then like, but it was kind of stupid because he was like, like I don't get why, like, you know, he was beating up Haruka and shit.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know why like everyone so obsessed with you, like what even are you doing? And then like Haruka is the thing that if you hurt him, you get hurt as well.
Right.
So like after he kicked him like way too many times, and then he just and then he died. And I was like, okay. I really don't
Man.
like the kind of characters. I was just
Man.
like,
Man. And Ryu was like the sergeant or something,
Ryu was
right?
so annoying.
Was it you let me read the episode? You told
I think I
me.
read it. Oh, how would you read it? It's all in Japanese.
I feel like I don't know. Maybe you. No, I'm pretty sure you. Yeah, you told me in like the full extent.
I don't know if I told you that. Maybe I did.
I remember quite some specific shit, man. Like from you telling me like how that story was and
It
stuff.
was I don't know. It was also really edgy, so.
Yeah. There's also Mars Red, which is quite popular to or quite similar to Owari no Seraph in the military uniform aspect. Mars Red. Oh. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's the military uniform. I just see the guy in the gas mask and I'm like, oh, like, gas mask, yeah, I love it. No, that guy don't get me horned. One post-apocalyptic manga I like just wears street clothes. Haha, they're poor. I think that's... No, I mean... I think that's better. Like, honestly, like, that's the thing about, like, the post-apocalyptic setting. Because, like, things... Basically, like, the society's in shambles, right? So, like, what they wear will reflect that, basically. I think there were quite a lot from 2000s era that were post-apoc with uniforms. Trinity...
The Grey Man.
Oh, of the... Wait, how did... Wait, the...
Is
How-
DGR a
Is
slur?
DGR a slur? It's sorry, like that, you're like the Grey Man got like censored out. I don't know why. Like when you typed it out, that's so weird. I was wondering like why you suddenly said, "Hey man." Oh, the URL. Oh, I see. I think the Grey Man's like aesthetic was like really like cool to look at.
It was very.
It's one of the animes that like I wish I watched, especially like now they had like it's not a remake, right? It's like a sequel.
I don't know, but I heard that it really fell off.
Oh man.
Because okay. I had two friends who really liked it.
Uh-huh.
Like, and okay, I know it's very funny to say that I never finished it because like everyone thinks that Leda's name was taken from the Grey Man, but it's not.
Oh. Oh.
Because that twin tail girl name is Lina Lee.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I
and
see.
It's like a lot of people were like, oh, like the Grey Man reference. Like, no, I never finished the Grey Man. I attempted to read it because like my friends really liked it. My high school friends really liked it. I don't think it's for me. The designs were really nice though. Like they had some of the most iconic character designs, I think. But I don't know, the story just wasn't for me. I don't know. I can't even tell you what it is. I forgot everything.
Yeah,
It was okay.
the Grey Man is one of them cool uniforms. Wait, Trinity Blood sounds so familiar.
Blood is that really it's a really like super
Oh wow.
the one that didn't get one of the ones that didn't get finished was Sweden, I think.
Wow, the art
Yeah, the
like
art is
look
really-
goes so
The
hard,
art is
bro.
really, like,
Trinity Blood's art goes so hard. Yeah, it's
but it's also quite
Castlevania aesthetic, it feels, but like more anime. God, these artists were so powerful. Yeah, yeah, right. Traditional. Oh, wow. Oh yeah. And get me excited to like fantasize about like what people will be wearing there. So cool. So this arm is really long. What time are we supposed to sleep? Yeah, it's really 12. Drew a cute little stretchy pose, yeah. Oh, it feels very cat-like. Maybe just too influenced by Izuzumi or something. Lamau. The Izuzumi in my subconscious. Actually, where... Okay, no, I shouldn't talk about it, but like, I mean, I don't know we can talk about it while avoiding spoilers, but like, I was thinking like, of asking like you, like, where do you think the next, like, this season of Dunmesh will end?
I'm gonna be honest. This is the part where I have the least memory of, actually. Like, if you tell me the event that happened, I'll be like, oh yeah, yes, I remember, but I don't remember the order that.
Right. I mean, I feel like it was really long and drawn out for like the part where they're still at the floor they're at. Like, it took a really long time there. I feel like that's gonna be like 5 episodes, that kind of thing.
They will meet Shiro.
Yeah.
Sorry for people, I'm sorry. They'll meet.
I can't believe Dems.
They'll
No,
meet, they'll meet that other party next. And then after that, like, what I remember is just like stuff happens. The other gang, the third gang makes an appearance, right?
Oh yeah. Actually, yeah. Technically, we have not seen the third gang yet. Holy crap! Yeah, I was expecting it to.
No, they have to like.
Oh yeah. They have to meet. I see. Yeah.
It's a blur, and they get to the village.
And then they.
And then. Oh, and then I will go feral.
Things will pick up.
I will go so fucking.
Oh yeah, the village. Yeah. Like that's.
Like, that's the thing. It's like I don't remember. Like, it's like that meeting and that introduction, and then after that, to me, it's just the village. I don't remember what happens like before. I don't even remember the fucking food that happened before. I'm just thinking of the plot and how horny I was.
There was a couple of food. I mean, for one season, like as in like this, like what was teased in like the opening for like this season was like the griffin. And I'm like, yeah, that one's gonna appear in this for sure. Huh? Senshi.
Oh right. Was that not the?
Yeah. So that's already pretty deep in. That is like past the village. Yeah, so, but the thing is, I don't know where they'll end there. Well, maybe that will be the ending point. Like, there just doesn't feel like there's a place that, like, is a good place to end at, right?
Yeah, it looks like that it kind of just goes kind of fast.
Yeah, they could do kind of steamroll through quite a bit. Yeah, we have no idea where it'll end. I'm thinking, like, I was like kind of wondering, like, will this be a really long season, and then the next one is like gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna make a movie, like a 2-hour long like movie for like the finale or something. I'm like, Bro,
Dude, I would watch.
I'll watch that.
Oh.
That would that beat the Kimetsu no Yaiba like train arc? Oh my god.
They better fucking beat because like how can you say no when there's a hot thing in there? That thing is sexier than any of the Kimetsu you're buying.
Yeah, that thing gives you horns,
Yeah.
the horns.
My horniness is absolute, okay?
He's all horned up.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the thing, cause like I'm thinking like they're definitely splitting it into like thirds, right? But I don't know where the 2/3 mark is, and like maybe they're like splitting it into more quarters or something, like a different third and stuff. Like it still feels like quite long and stuff. Like it's crazy, like where Dunmesh is at. Like they've like completed like their main objective, and there's like things got like way more complicated, and like no, things are going to get way more complicated. Oh, it's gonna be real good. Yeah, I want to think of another pose. Spot 15. Whatever. Wait. Sorry, give me a sec. I'm gonna think of a pose. How long has it been? It's been 3 hours plus baby numbers. Two. And how many pages have you drawn? Oh, I mean, there's more than one. Come on, man. There's like one page is already a lot. Crazy. He is going super fast.
Okay.
Yeah, shade it some more. You're real fast. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah.
At least for this one, I think it gets easier.
Gonna head off first. Gamba. Thank you, Yuna. Have a good rest. Have a good night. Enjoy your weekend. Yuppie.
I think it's so funny when I think it's really nice when people call you. They
Oh.
use your character name.
That's who I am. Yeah. It was fun listening to your brainstorming, but thank you, Yuna. Thanks so much for listening. This is a really cute Hrovka and like handsome Hrovka. Yeah. What if I draw Michi doing the hearts pose? Like, no, but like you don't see. Okay, let me sketch out the heart pose. I mean, ignore hands. Hands weird. Please ignore. Nah.
Oh, that. I mean, why not? Why not?
Wait, do you realize what it actually looks like?
Come on, man. Come on, man.
What a nice heart, huh? What a nice heart. I mean, when I draw the details in that, there's like, you know, you can't really tell, can you? I imagine it's like someone that like, oh, tells Michi to like post like that, and it's like, you know, it's really cute, and the person's like, oh, he just does it, and like people are like, what the fuck?
Did the rest just start red? What the fuck? It's like red.
Huh? They started red? Alright, they're probably already raiding or something. Oh, what a cute pose. Okay, that's enough out of that. That's enough out of that. I don't really want to repeat the same kind of pose. Honestly, after like looking at all these 2000, no, not 2000s, like 90s anime like stuff, like they do have some cute poses in there. Just like it's filling my mind right now. But I don't know, they don't seem very in character with me. What? Oh no, as in the cute poses from the 90s animes and like mangas and stuff that I'm thinking of. It is from a it is from a 90s anime, I think. I'm glad I'm like at least getting used to drawing myself. So yeah, I need to get really the more used to I get to draw myself, the faster I'm gonna get at drawing. At least myself, at least. Yeah. And I'll draw out of myself faster. Get myself out there. Yeah. The dance macabre music.
No.
Sogo shoots a guy. Wait, does he? I can't remember that actually. I just joked. Yeah.
Just can't remember if any of those shots.
Significant or like any of the other members, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't remember that they were having raid today, but it didn't start, so I thought like it was
Right. Maybe it's
no, because like, well, they were supposed to start at 11 because like Beirut had dropped off today.
oh
I think she had to install her table, so then they started late.
a table.
I think she had to.
Is it a standing desk? Yeah, baby. Yeah. Oh, I see. Oh,
I would have just
I would just cancel port though. I like this late. I'm like, what are you guys?
and like oh my god, they've been doing it for 3 days this week already.
Yeah. Alright.
Lucy does move.
Yeah. I guess also like they wouldn't really like they might be okay with it because there's already a deadline for Endwalker. Yeah, they want to complete this before then, because especially if you're continuing Savage, then yeah.
I'm really imagining though. Okay, but I mean,
They must suck on a Friday night though. I don't know why this T sign came so naturally to me. Interesting.
Yeah.
I do think page 2 is like the hardest page. So
Oh shit, nice.
Wow.
Whoa. That full panel. Yeeth. Yeeth.
oh,
I go ahead, good night. Have a good evening. Oh, thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much for coming, Glass.
Yeah.
Have a good night. Thank you for coming to stream. Wow. Mm-hmm. Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm trying so hard not to be. Oh. The real challenge of the manga, of your book, or the manga.
I feel like I just like give up. No,
Huh?
I can finish the really I can finish it.
Wait. I think you can do it.
Because like, I want to finish it before most of it before like gone through.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Come here. Oh. It always feels so difficult when you're, at least for me, like, I'm trying to, like, get myself to draw, and just, like, right before stream, I was like, I have no ideas on what to draw, I don't know how to draw, that kind of thing. I was just like, better, like, when you force yourself and you, like, get into it, and as you draw, like, after some time, like, right now, like, 3 hours in, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to stop drawing. It's just getting past that that hurdle of, like, in the beginning where it's like, I don't feel like drawing, I don't know if I can draw good and stuff, and just like, no, just draw. Just draw, just believe. Believe, Michi. You can draw. You can draw. And then I'll be satisfied with what I had, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to ever stop. And it's just like, it's 12 midnight, I'm like, no! No! Okay. Mood.
because I was like,
That would be the usual pose. Nah. I think the hand on the hip is better. Locale. The Alchemist Guild is the locale. Man, it really sucks when it feels like you're on a roll. Ugh. I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm finally drawing like stuff that like is proportionate. Shit. I'm also feeling hungry now. Shit. Oh god. My stomach is actually rumbling. No. Guru Guru Mawaru. Let's go find some bugs.
Bro, get some bugs for us.
No, no.
Ship it here.
Ship it here. You see that later? Like next time we meet up with her, she actually give us like bugs.
Yeah, next time is good.
Actually, I mean, would you? You would. But what if it's like, you know, like a batsu is just what if it's you know is alright. What if it's good?
Oh, then good, but no. I think rather than the taste, it will be the texture.
Think of the treasure bugs. They are a delicacy in some places.
I mean, the thing is, if the bugs don't look like bugs, but like you know that the bugs that people eat, the ones that are edible, like in this day and age, they look like bugs. And that
Yeah.
freaks me out. No, I have put things.
Right. At least it's just ants. Like, I mean, I don't think I'll eat a cockroach or a spider. I'm not at that level yet. Like, if it's like, oh, okay, give me a grasshopper or a locust or something. Like, even like beetle larvae, I'm like, I don't know about that, sir. I don't know if I eat that.
People love me actually. To me, it's just like, oh shit.
Yeah, I don't like slimy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole day today has been actually pretty nice weather. Yeah, it is such a 90s feel kind of pose. Wow. Maybe I should... No. This should be the one that's open, huh? Huh? Is it? No, it's not. It's not. It ain't the song yet. needs to be higher. Can I get much higher? No. Hmm. Oh. Ouais. Oui. One AM. I mean, we can stop before the enters like then 1 AM. Now this is the sound. Okay. Yeah. Okay, bah. I stretch. I stretch. I'm gonna end the stream here. I've done a lot of well, not a lot of poses and sketches, but like, it's enough. I'm satiated. I am well fed. This is nice. Yeah, so I'll end the stream here. So we talked about a bunch of lore. I got some good ideas from you guys as well. Oh, Ezra is still here. Also, thanks for sharing some Michi World lore today.
Ezro's time.
Oh my god, yeah. Thank you so much for coming, Ezra, and listening to the Michi World lore. Thank you. Yay, Otsu. Did a couple of nice sketches. I'll probably use some of these. I'll develop some of these into stuff I can use on my Twitch and stuff. I kind of like them. I like them. I like them a lot. So it's cute. Yeah. I'm happy with what I got. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Thank you for listening to me. And this weekend we're gonna have our Ace Attorney stream. Still not sure about tomorrow or Sunday.
It depends on how long we are at.
Yeah, it depends how long we're gonna be at Min's parents' place, like Min's family's place. But we're gonna have some fun tomorrow. Take care everyone. Have a good night, have a good rest, have a good weekend ahead. Thank you so much for coming, and goodbye. Goodbye.